What's up, you guys? This is Mike Hall coming at you with another episode of Thinking with Mike, and today I have a special guest with me. This is Andrea Pomerlew.
Hi.
And I got Ken Reif, of course, down there. He's managed to squeeze himself into the photo behind his shill zone.
In front of.
Yep.
In front of my shill zone.
So how long has it been, Andrea, since we bought and sold a house?
It has been almost 3 years. So I think we probably connected about 3 years ago.
So this is like 3 years ago, and there's several stories that are actually super interesting about this one. It ended up really, really well, but along the way, like it was, there's a lot of fun things that you're like, hey, in 3 years, this would be great to talk about. So here we are. But before we get into that, please like, subscribe below. Ken's information is down there. My information is down there. The more you guys follow, the more you guys subscribe, the more we can do this, the more fun we have with it. So please do that right now. Thank you. So the first thing I wanted to get into, and this is what I thought of we were at the coffee maker, and I thought of something, and I didn't share it with you. Let's start before we get into a story about you getting sued about trees in your backyard. Okay, so that is coming. Before we get to that, let's talk about when your trailer got stolen.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Ooh,
This is a super fun
has
story.
actually, it is even more fun now. So I owned a business pre-COVID, and we had a booth at the state fair, and our goal was to use our money that we made at the state fair to buy a trailer so we could pack our booth up and take it back to our workshop. So we did that. We bought a trailer.
It was like arts and crafts, like really fun stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like we made artwork, and then sold like craft kits and I don't know, magnets and all sorts of Minnesota themed things. So people really liked it. But so we bought this trailer, and my business partner picked it up at like 10 at night and brought it to our workshop and parked it. And, she put like a hitch lock on it, but it was late and we were going to use it like 2 days later. So my husband and I actually picked it up the next day, used it to move like a dresser, and then brought it back, parked it. Like we saw it, it was there. And then we get there, and it's, oh my gosh, is it Labor Day weekend or Memorial? I always get it. It's Labor Day is in September, August.
Nope.
End of the state fair.
I don't know until those days are one day away.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm the worst
whatever holiday is at the end of the state fair, everyone in Minnesota should know it. Apparently I don't.
I do not.
It was like the day after that holiday, we were going to go pack up our stuff. So, and it was also coincidentally the first day of school for my business partner's kids.
Okay.
So she shows up at the workshop before me, and she calls me, and I can tell like she's kind of panicked, and she's like, "Did you drop the trailer back off at the workshop this weekend, or do you still have it? You have it, right?" And I was like, "I do not have the trailer." So she called the police, and I get there, and like our trailer is gone.
You
like,
got all your stuff at the state fair, right?
All the stuff is at the state fair. We have the empty trailer parked in front of our workshop, and it's like kind of on a busier road. And like we had a Ring camera at the workshop, so like she's looking at that, trying to figure out like where is this trailer. Of course, it like is not in the shot, so we can't see the trailer.
It's not?
No,
It wasn't in the shot?
No, it wasn't in the shot. Like
Shoot.
every camera on the building like just missed where it was parked. Like
Seriously?
very unfortunate. Yeah. So the police are like, "Okay, we're gonna file this report. But, like you're not getting this trailer back."
They said
like,
that too?
Yeah,
Did they straight up say
yeah, he was
you're
like,
not
"It's
getting
probably
this
like
back?
in Wisconsin, because like in Wisconsin, I guess there's some law you don't have to like register your trailer. So like you could just live in Wisconsin, come to Minnesota, steal trailers, and apparently drive back."
New Schlepp LLC business
So-
idea.
Beauty.
Trailer stealing.
We didn't pay
Opening
for
it,
them.
Yeah.
We sure do
opening it
have
up
them.
in Wisconsin.
But
Did
he-
not know that.
But yeah, he was just
Oh my
like,
God.
"I'm sorry." And so for 6 weeks, I was like convinced, because I love true crime. So I was like convinced I was going to find this trailer. And my business
You
partner is very logical. And she's like, "I am sorry, but this is not our trailer." I was sending her like marketplace things. I was like, look, they painted it. This has got to be it. And she's like, "No, like the trailer is gone. Like forget about it."
Yeah.
And
That thing's in Texas by now, or Oklahoma.
Right. And I did not forget about it. I just didn't listen to her. So one day I'm leaving the shop. It's like 5:15, and I'm on the phone with my friend, and I'm like waiting to turn left. And I'm like, "Oh my God, I think I just saw our trailer drive by." And she's like, "Yeah, right. Like you said this like so many times."
yeah.
Like I was like,
Your
"No."
85th Facebook
Right.
listing is like, "I think we've lost it,
Yeah.
Andrea. Let it go."
let it go.
Okay.
So I pull out and I like chase down this car, like kind of, And I'm like,
trailed it.
oh my God, it is. Like, it had like a little, like, it came from like Vernondale, Minnesota. So like, like the smallest town. And I saw the frickin' sticker on the back and I was like, oh my God, this is our trailer. I got to call the police. So I hung up with her and she's like, what are you going to do? I was like, well, I'm going to follow it, obviously. Like, I'm going to follow the trailer. Like, I've been looking for this thing. Like,
did you tell Scott you were doing this?
Oh, he didn't know. He didn't know yet.
He didn't know that
I had seen the trailer.
That you had seen it. Okay.
No,
I was like, you didn't tell him you lost a trailer?
Oh, he knew. He knew the trailer was lost. He also was
it.
like probably rolling his eyes, like
ill-advised. Like my wife is gonna follow this like crime ring trailer stealing crime ring back to their warehouse. So there's like 70 dudes with crowbars. Yeah. Smart, super smart idea.
I'm like following this guy pulling our trailer, and I call the police, and she's like, "Well, where is it parked?" And I was like, "Well, it's not parked. It's like someone's pulling it, like, and I'm following it." She's like, "I'm sorry, what?" I was like, "Yeah, like I'm following it." She's like, "Well, where are you?" And I was like, "In this business park next to like an industrial area, you know." And I didn't really know the name of the street because who goes back there, right? So I'm like, I don't know. So I'm trying to give her the address.
Where was this? In Minneapolis?
It was in Burnsville.
In Burnsville.
Yeah, in Burnsville.
In Burnsville. Is that where it was stolen from?
Yeah.
Was in Burnsville.
Yeah, like our workshop was in Burnsville.
Okay.
So anyway, so I'm like, this guy knows I'm following him. So he like made a loop through a parking lot and then like was like, forget it. Like, I'm just going to go park and do what I was going to do with this trailer. So he backs up to a business and I'm in the parking lot and I'm like, I'm going to get out. And the operator's like, God. no, do not approach him. Like, just stay in your car. Like they're on their way. Like, she found the address and she had it pulled up on the maps. And she's like, where are you? I was like, we're in the back of this building. He just backed into this building. And I think it's this mattress company. Like, he's loading stuff up into this trailer. And it was also a building coincidentally owned by the same leasing company that we were leasing our space from. So I was like, I've been in this building, you know, whatever. Right. And so, okay. So then he's loading the stuff up and then he walks around the car and comes to my window. And I'm like, I know this guy. Like, I've seen him before. I just can't place it in my head. My adrenaline's running. And she's like, well, don't roll down your window. And I'm like, I roll down my window, you know, and like,
I already did it.
Obviously, it's like, it's all right. My finger's already on the button. And he asked me like, are you waiting for, and he said someone's name. And I was like, no, I'm good. And I think he kind of recognized me for a second. And then it came to me after I rolled up the window. I was like, that is the maintenance guy that works at our leasing company. Like, I know him. I know his name. I've talked with him. He's been in our business several times, like to fix things. Like,
so he knew you.
Yeah. He totally knew like who I was. Like, I think he also didn't quite place it, you know, until he probably walked away and was like, oh yeah, I know them, you know? Yeah.
That's a place that I stole a trailer from.
Right. Okay. So
cops taking forever to get
yeah,
here
they are taking forever.
Yeah,
like I've already like totally risked my life at this point, which he was fine. Like, he wasn't going to hurt me, but,
what did he do? How long did he stay there?
Like, probably like 10 minutes.
And you were there the whole time?
Yeah.
No one came?
Not yet.
Oh, God.
Maybe it was less than 10 minutes, but it felt like forever.
Like yeah.
Like,
okay.
Then he starts to close the trailer up. Like, he's going to drive away. And I was like, oh my God, here's my chance. Like, my trailer's right here. And now he's going to drive away. I'm never going to see it again. And so I'm like, he's pulling away. And she's like, well, you need to stay there. I was like, oh no, I'm following him.
Listen, Verna, we've come this far.
No idea how determined. But in between this time, I have texted my business partner like 1,000 times. I'm like, oh my God, I found the trailer. Where are you? Why aren't you calling me back? Like, I'm freaking out. And so there's like this tiny little, like 2 cars can pass around one side of the building. And it's kind of small. It's next to like this tall retaining wall. And it was like an episode of like Cops, I swear to you. So he starts pulling through, and then all of a sudden there's 3 cops coming, but they're in like a line. And then all of a sudden they like split up so he can't drive any further. And I was like, yes. So he couldn't get past. Like, he couldn't jump a curb.
Meanwhile, literally like a full-on burglary is happening.
Yeah.
And Burnsville sent 3 police cars.
Basically, yes.
To a mattress store.
To a mattress store.
I mean, I love it, and thank you, Boys in Blue, but like, did we need all 3?
Yeah, it was
like they were ready to shut down a full-on crime ring. It's just the maintenance
in the back
guy.
of a mattress store.
Okay, tell me.
Continue.
Okay, so they get out, And I've got my window rolled down and I'm like hanging my head out because the operator's like, you need to stay in your car. And I was like, well, I mean, like, I need to tell them what's going on. Like, I have my paperwork. Like, I was like ready to give it to them. They like talk to the guy that had the trailer. The cop comes to my car after telling me to like shut up once because I don't know what I was saying, but I was saying something like, and he's like, looks at the paperwork and he's like, okay, well, I mean, like, this is your trailer.
Thank
and I'm
God,
like,
by the way.
I know him.
Was
like,
there doubt in the back of your brain? Like, oh God, what if this isn't my
trailer?
No.
Once I saw who it was, I was like, oh yeah. Like,
I
know.
mean, everything linked.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, so like, this is your trailer. And like, he says he bought it off Craigslist for like $2,000. But of course, you know, conveniently his email accounts are completely empty and he doesn't have the receipt. And I was like, bullshit. Like, he is the maintenance guy of my warehouse. I know him. He services that whole building. Like, obviously he saw the trailer and stole it. Like, sorry to point a finger, but clearly this is what happened.
This is what happened.
And they're like, okay, well,
not to younger guy, middle-aged, older guy, middle?
Like, he's probably like mid-30s.
Okay. Younger dude.
Younger
dude.
Yeah. Mid-30s. Like, had young kids. Like,
God.
You know. Mm-hmm. So they're like, we're going to arrest him. Like, do you want to charge him? Like, we're going to charge him. I was like,
throw the book in.
Yeah, like, and I
listen, death penalty, but we will accept life without parole.
Right. I was like, I need to be, like, he needs to be punished for this. Like, I've spent a lot of time dealing with this. So anyways, the cops like didn't know what to do because they're like, well, do we like impound it? Do we just let you like drive off with it? Like,
we've never
can
found
we give
one
it
of these
back to you? Like, basically, he was like, this has never happened.
Never
like,
happened.
not only have we like,
we've never found a stolen item.
He was like, we don't really
That's
recover
why there's 3 of us here.
A lot of stolen trailers, and we definitely don't recover stolen trailers with the person that got stolen from finding it.
Yeah, right.
Like, that's not a thing. So,
oh my gosh.
Anyways, I did not believe the mattress guy, like the owner of the mattress company, because he's like, oh my gosh, I have all these mattresses in here about to be delivered to customers. Like, do I get them back? And part of me was like, no, this is my trailer. They're in there. Like, they're my mattresses now. But
eye for an eye.
I let him we unloaded the mattresses. I had never driven the trailer, so I didn't even know how to like hook it up.
What was he doing delivering mattresses?
It was like a side gig. Like, this guy paid him cash.
Like, hey, I got a trailer. You want me to make a little side money?
Well, okay, so then the owner of the mattress company was like, I was asking him like, where'd you get this trailer? Because he was just delivering it in like his pickup truck before. Like, he'd come after he got off work for my leasing company and deliver these mattresses, And I'm like, oh, you didn't think that the spare tire with the tire lock on it was suspicious?
That he couldn't get off?
Like, are you serious? Like, he changed the tire.
You had the lock? That's, wow.
Yeah. And then he put it.
He had the tire lock on it still?
Yes, he had the boot thing on the tire still in the trailer. Just floating around with the mattresses for like 6 weeks. And this mattress guy was like, oh, I've helped him like load this trailer up so many times. I'm like,
so you had to replace a tire that had a boot lock on it.
Lock on it.
And then he kept it in there.
Has this gone through the courts yet?
Yes.
What happened?
He did not get charged. Like, he got charged, but he did not get, they let it go.
What did he?
He got off on like a
like probation or something, or
no? I mean, it was a felony, and
was a felony.
Yeah,
okay,
so like apparently he like was able to produce proof that he purchased it off Craigslist.
What?
Yeah, there was like a text message string. I was super pissed.
How did that happen?
So mad. I don't know.
I wonder if he like created messages to himself.
I mean,
from a fake account,
and
then what's of course not going to go
bet?
in there and like cyber track the IP address,
right?
So someone else may have stole your trailer,
but
he allegedly bought it from the person that stole it.
That's the story they made.
That is the story his attorney helped him with. This guy also, just so you know, had been fired from the leasing company 3 days before we recovered the trailer. After our property manager told us that, like, she basically was like, you shouldn't have parked your trailer in the parking lot without our permission. Ooh. And so when I got to walk into her office, I did not like her, by the way. When I got to walk into her office and like we walked in, like we didn't call, we went in and we were like, we have to talk to you about something. This is really serious. And we were like, we knew that he got fired.
Yeah.
But she didn't know we knew. So we were like,
you're a guy.
He stole our trailer. He got arrested. And her face was like, oh my God, are you serious? It was bad.
Are they a big, I don't think we can legally name drop
them.
I'm
not
but
going to say it because like.
You're going to whisper it to me after this podcast.
I can tell you.
And the name of that guy.
Yeah.
Are you still face creeping him? Is he still out and about doing life?
Well, like he actually was a felon in a different state. And so when they performed their background check, they did not do a very good job. So they were at fault for that.
Did you get any damages from any of this?
No.
For any of this? You got your trailer back, though.
We got a trailer back.
That's good.
And then I sold it to a guy after we closed our business.
And then you stole it from him and then resold it.
That guy called, this trailer is cursed. That guy called me, kid you not, like 3 weeks ago and was like, Andrea, do you have the like sales purchase agreement that we made up? And I was like, yeah, like what happened? He's like, oh, I got T-boned at an intersection and it hit the trailer. And I was like, oh my God, that trailer is so cursed. Like,
trailer.
I'm glad you're okay, but also like, get a new trailer.
There's an episode of the Simpsons where Homer's trying to get rid of this like cursed trampoline. This is it. This is the cursed trampoline, except for a trailer form. Yeah. I cannot believe that you found that trailer driving.
I can't either.
The odds of that happening,
he drove right past it. Like,
and how dumb you have to be like, I stole from a company I work for, because actively at the time, it took you how long to find it?
Like 6 weeks.
Yeah,
around 6 weeks.
I stole from a company that I work for, and I'm gonna keep that trailer in my possession and drive it around the
right
town
in front.
So what if his story was true, and like what a dick move by the person who stole it? Like regardless, like I'm gonna sell it to you. You're definitely going to get caught with this.
And it was like a brand spanking new trailer.
But there had to have been collusion there, because like
probably
my theory is that he. What do you guys think? But my theory is he told the fella, "Hey, buddy, there's this trailer parked here. None of the cameras can see it. Go grab it." And then just to be safe,
let's make a transaction.
Well, I'll make a transaction, keep it legit.
And you literally...
And then you're off scot-free, create a new email account, blah, 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 blah. That could be it too.
I agree with your theory because...
But he got a felony, right?
No. Yeah, well, he was charged with one, but...
Oh, he did get off.
Right. But he...
That's a get out of jail card.
I mean, like, he was like a convicted what do you call it? Like a burglary,
or whatever.
Burglar. I don't know.
Hamburglar.
Yeah, like he had like a what is it called when you like use a weapon?
Entering?
No, like when
aggravated assault.
Like you try to steal
Attempted
stuff.
homicide?
Yeah, yeah, all those things.
With a deadly weapon.
With a deadly weapon, yeah.
So like assault with a deadly weapon.
No, like burglarize theft. Yeah,
with a deadly weapon.
Theft with a deadly weapon.
He like entered a home with a knife or whatever.
With people in there.
Yeah.
You did a great job. Great call following him then.
Yeah, absolutely good decision. Yeah.
Smart move.
Yeah. But don't worry.
But at least you didn't roll the window down.
Yeah.
Wait, you did that
No, I did that.
You did literally everything wrong.
I mean, basically.
Or everything right.
Right.
I mean, it worked out.
It worked out. Yeah.
That is an incredible story that I've literally never heard before in my life.
Thought of it.
That is
great.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, we can. That's probably a podcast.
That is its own podcast and cut.
That's a good story.
Is amazing. Yep. True crime. Who would have thought that like a trailer theft story would be this crazy?
I know.
That is wild.
Let's actually make that a part 1.
There you go.
Let's do that. All right. That's the end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2.
All right.
I'm going to do some meditation. I'm all riled up now. I want to go solve some crimes today.
We're going to get into some real estate stories about like how I think the disclosure laws are a little broken here. Still shocked, but you're going to love it. So tune into episode 2. It'll be out there shortly. Thanks a lot, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share this. This is a lot of fun to do. And if you want to come on, you have a great story, like hit me up. We'll do it.